Hello and welcome to Rochford District Matters, the magazine produced by the Council for its residents. This is the Spring 2014 edition. In this edition are articles on important changes to council tax, local and European elections, Small Business Saturday, Bring on the Prom, tips to secure your home, free cycle tagging and much more. But we'll begin with news of a very special award.
MBE Award for Lucy. Rochford athlete Lucy Hodges has been awarded the MBE for services to blind sailing in the Queen's New Year's Honours List. Lucy said, 2013 was a great year for the charity Blind Sailing, winning the Blind Worlds and increasing participation on the water. It was such a shock to receive an MBE in the New Year's Honours. I was overwhelmed. I see this as an honour to all that support the charity and me, from the sighted volunteers to funders. Being a sailor and the Commodore of Blind Sailing makes it a busy time, but with the support and backing I received, it comes together. Rochford District Council and local shops have offered me great support, and the success of the show with gold at the Worlds, I still have a smile on my face when I hear Lucy Hodges, MBE. Amongst numerous awards, Lucy was Essex Paralympic Hopeful in 2009 and the Rochford District Sports Personality of the Year in 2010. Lucy's dream was always to win the World and International Blind Sailing Championships. Despite being selected for the last 4 World Championships, winning 2 silvers and 2 bronze medals, selection wasn't guaranteed, and Lucy fought hard to secure her place for the 2013 event in Japan. The MBE is deserved recognition for what Lucy has achieved both on and off the water.
Section 2 Community. Lottery boost for services. Rochford and Rayleigh Citizens Advice Bureau, in partnership with Castle Point Citizens Advice Bureau and 3 other local organisations, have secured funding from the Big Lottery Fund Advice Services Transition Fund until August 2015 to enhance the current advice services for residents in both Rochford District and Castle Point Borough. They are currently working hard on the project Advice 360, which is expanding and developing advice services in these areas to ensure that benefits, debt, housing and employment advice are seamlessly integrated into their existing services. If you're interested in finding out about volunteering or are part of a local support organisation and would like to know more about the project, please contact 07876 470100. Reeling from Christmas debt and bills in 2014. It is once the excitement of Christmas and the New Year's celebrations have ended that people begin to struggle with making ends meet, particularly when rent or mortgage payments are due and credit cards bills arrive. Money issues can be a major worry for anyone. Citizens' Advice can help you deal with creditors and help you to deal with your debts. The Citizens' Advice website is www.adviceguide.org.uk. It has pages dedicated to tackling debt and dealing with creditors, or alternatively contact your local Citizens Advice Bureau in Rochford and Rayleigh. Citizens Advice tips for dealing with debt: sort out how much you owe, work out which are the most urgent debts and how much you have to pay these off, deal with the most urgent debts as a matter of priority, look at your options for dealing with the less urgent debts and work out how to pay them off after you have cleared the most urgent debts. Contact your creditors and make arrangements to pay back what you owe. Work out your options if you don't have enough money to pay off all your debts. Seek help from your nearest Citizens Advice Bureau or other free advice agency to start dealing with your debt. The opening times of the Rayleigh and Rochford Advice Bureaus and their addresses are Rochford Office, Back Lane, Rochford, SS4 1AY, Tuesday and Thursday 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. The Rayleigh office is at the Civic Suite, Hockley Road, Rayleigh, SS6 8EB, Monday, Thursday and Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Do you need grant funding but don't know where to start? Do you know that Rayleigh, Rochford and District Association for Voluntary Service, RAVS, has a dedicated funding officer who could help you identify potential funding for your charity or project? Shelley Hall, the funding officer, has access to software called Grant Finder, from where a report that will detail potentially suitable funding bodies can be provided. The service also includes support with the application forms and the paperwork that may be required as evidence, along with the application to potential funding bodies. RAVS has supported a number of local voluntary and community groups within the Rochford district over the past 12 months, with over £65,000 being secured to enable them to continue their good work in the community. You can apply for funding for capital items such as new computer, new buildings and improvements, equipment of any kind, and much more. You can also apply for funding to deliver your service, and this can include, for example, salary costs and volunteer expenses, and again, much more. RAVS will be there to guide you through the process. RAVS offers a funding advice drop-in every Tuesday from 9:30 to 12:30, no appointments necessary. Please feel free to come along and discuss your organisation's funding needs and project ideas. If you'd like to meet at a convenient time that suits you, then please contact Shelley Hall on 01268 77 27 96 to make an appointment. We look forward to hearing from you.
Learn computer basics. The Rayleigh, Rochford and District Association for Voluntary Services, RAVS, would like to tell you about computer access training that is available for anyone who is over 25 years of age and living in Rochford District Council area. If you have little or no experience of computers, you can learn the basics of many different types of software, how to email friends and family, and how to browse the internet, and much, much more. There are 2 5-week informal courses, 2-hour sessions, running one after the other. These are Course 1, Keeping in Contact is the place to start if you are an absolute beginner. Course 2, Getting more from computing if you want to learn more. You can just take Course 1 or Course 2, but if you wish to do both, please take Course 1 first. Training is also available for people in their own homes who have mobility or access problems. Please note, this is not a course but is designed to assist with a difficulty on a specific aspect. It is not necessary to have attended any course, but it is aimed at helping with any part of the project. There are small fees for the computer course and home visits. For more details, please contact RAVS on 01268 77 2796, or you can visit their website at www.rravs.org.uk.
Award for the Art Trail. The Rochford Art Trail beat competition from across the east of England to win yet another Towns Alive 2013 award. The Art Trail was declared the overall East Zone winner. This follows another award earlier this year as the Environment and Culture category winner. The awards recognise inspirational ideas and projects that other towns and neighbourhoods can replicate, according to Action for Market Towns, who run the Towns Alive 2013 awards. The judges commented that the Rochford Arts Trail combines artists' creativity with a level-headed approach to marketing a town and measuring the benefits. Importantly too, this annual event keeps growing and adding new twists so that visitors come back for more. The awards were for last year's event that ran from 27th of October to the 3rd of November, and until this year was the biggest ever, with more artists and businesses being part of free arts activities, workshops and hosting colourful and creative window displays. The Rochford Art Trail is now an established event on the district's cultural calendar and is organised by Rochford District Council working in partnership with Essex Adult Community Learning Rochford and Open Arts. The trail is supported by Virgin Active.
It's curtain up on a popular programme of family theatre as the latest shows on offer have been announced. Throughout the autumn and winter, professional shows for family audiences have been selling out at the Mill Arts and Events Centre, and due to popularity, organisers have announced shows up until the end of the year. One local parent said, "We're really enjoying the shows and really pleased they're continuing. We look forward to attending lots more." All performances are at 2 p.m, and the dates are as follows. Oshima and the Sea on Sunday the 11th of May. How High, Sunday the 15th of June. Shoe Baby, Sunday the 13th of July, that's also at 11 a.m. You're Not My Friend Anymore, Sunday the 21st of September. Fireside Tales with Grandad, Sunday the 12th of October. And The Magic Porridge Pot, Sunday the 9th of November. Tickets go on sale on the 1st of April 2014 and cost just £3.50 each. To book, please call Rochford District Council's Customer Services team on 01702 318191. Full details of all the shows are available by visiting www.rochford.gov.uk or emailing arts@rochford.gov.uk.
Windmill Tourism Award. Rayleigh Windmill has again achieved the accreditation of Quality Assured Visitor Attraction from Visit England. This is the 4th year in a row that the windmill has received this recognition. Visit England is a national body that assesses visitor attractions throughout the country. The report praised the warm welcome offered by the volunteers, as well as their enthusiasm and knowledge. It went on to say that the volunteer staff were excellent and a credit to the organisation. They were attentive to both younger and older visitors and provided a warm welcome and interesting insight into the attraction and the area. This is fantastic news. The Rayleigh Windmill is one of the district's most iconic landmarks, and we are all very proud of it. To yet again have industry recognition shows not only residents but prospective visitors to the district that this is an attraction that is well worth a visit. The windmill reopening and exhibition times are Sunday the 30th of March through and including September. Opening times are Wednesday from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock and Saturdays and Sundays from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Also look out for the special events throughout the year. The windmill is also hosting various exhibitions this season, including exhibitions to mark the 100th anniversary of the outbreak of World War I. More information is available on our website, including dates when the windmill is closed for private functions. A call for volunteers. The windmill would not be as successful or popular as it is today without the support and generosity of its volunteers. We are always looking for more people to become involved in the windmill. For more information on events at the windmill and for details on how to get involved in volunteering at the windmill, please contact us. Weddings. The beautiful Rayleigh Windmill is over 200 years old and is Grade 2 listed. It is a unique and intimate venue for your civil wedding, civil partnership, naming ceremony or renewal of vows, with seating for up to 20 guests. For more information about the above, please contact the leisure team for details. Phone 01702 546 366 or email leisure@rochford.gov.uk.
Allocations Plan adopted. Rochford District Council's recently adopted allocations document sets out details of the sites to be developed across the district over the next 15 years for housing, employment and other uses. The final draft of the allocations document was approved at a full council meeting on Tuesday the 25th of February, along with the Hockley Area Action Plan. The allocations document includes maps and diagrams of how land in the district will be used, whether that is for residential use, employment use or education use, open spaces or environmentally protected areas, for example. The allocation of land does not automatically grant consent for the land in question to be developed. It is the council's view that these sites are the most suitable for development. Those wishing to develop the land will still be required to make a planning application to the council and for it to be granted permission before they can develop the land. The allocations plan forms part of what is known as the development plan for the district, and planning decisions should be made in accordance with the development plan. As such, what is in the allocations plan will affect what gets built and where. To view these documents, visit www.rochford.gov.uk, where you can also view the Council's area action plans for Rochford and Rayleigh, or phone 01702 546 366.
Help our animal charities. Spare a thought for the local animal charities that need your help. Acres Way Kennels are asking for any donations that you're able to make for the abandoned dogs they look after. The kennels would be more than grateful for any monetary donations to help pay for the dogs' health care and also any dog food or unwanted towels. Unfortunately, duvets or pillows can't be accepted as these make a mess if the dogs chew them. Please send any donations to Acres Way Kennels, Great Birches Road, Thundersley, Essex SS7 3NE. And Rayleigh Cats Protection are looking for people who might want to rehome or foster a cat so they can free up space to take more strays in to get fed, vet-checked and generally cared for. If you're interested in fostering or rehoming one of their cats, either phone 01268 750 831 or visit www.catsrayleigh.org.uk. The Animal Welfare Charter can be viewed on the Council's website, or for a hard copy, contact Customer Services on 01702 318 111.
Changes to council tax from the 1st of April 2014. Properties with annex. With effect from the 1st of April 2014, a 50% discount may be available on the council tax bill for an annex if the occupier of the annex is related to the occupier of the main house. Conditions apply. If you think this change applies to you, contact us for more information. Properties that are unoccupied. With effect from the 1st of April 2014, the following changes will apply to council tax charges in respect of unoccupied properties. If a property is unoccupied because it needs or is having major repairs or structural alterations, a 50% discount will be applied for a maximum of 12 months. If a property is unoccupied and substantially unfurnished, a 100% discount will be applied for a maximum of 1 month. This discount will be restricted to a maximum of 2 awards in any financial year. If a property is unoccupied and substantially unfurnished for a period of more than 2 years, a 50% premium will be applied and charged in addition to the 100% council tax charge. If a property is unoccupied and furnished, no discounts will apply. If you would like more information or advice about any of these changes, please visit our website. On our website, you can find out about the following: online services, how to pay, what to do if you are moving, discount and exemptions, council tax support, property bandings, charges and appeals. How to contact us. Phone 01702 318 197 or 01702 318 198 or visit our website www.rochford.gov.uk/council tax. Paperless billing. To help save money and protect the environment, switch and receive your council tax bill through your inbox, not your letterbox. Simply visit www.rochford.gov.uk/paperless billing, fill in the form, click submit, and we will do the rest for you.
Changes to bailiff fees. From the 6th of April 2014, the law relating to bailiffs and the fees they can charge will be changing. Bailiffs will be known as enforcement agents. The council can send a case of unpaid council tax or business rates to an enforcement agent once a court order has been obtained if no payment arrangement has been reached. Once the case has been passed to the enforcement agent, they will charge the customer £75. This is to cover their initial work in what will be called the compliance stage. The enforcement agent will attempt to reach the customer by phone, email or letter to arrange payment. If they can't collect the outstanding balance at the compliance stage, the debt will move to enforcement stage, where the fees that can be charged will be £235. This stage will involve visits to a property to collect the debt and/or remove goods. If goods are removed for sale, a further fee of £110 will be charged. If you get into difficulty paying your council tax or business rates, please contact the council at the earliest opportunity. We will try to reach a suitable payment arrangement with you. This may prevent the debt being passed to the enforcement agent and the additional fees being incurred. For further information or to discuss any outstanding council tax or business rates, please contact the Council's Recovery Team on 01702 318019.
Local and European elections. The elections are set to take place on Thursday, the 22nd of May 2014. Elections for the European Parliament take place every 5 years, and the last election was in June 2009. There are 12 electoral regions in the United Kingdom, and Rochford belongs to the Eastern region, which is represented by 7 members of the European Parliament. Elections to Rochford District Council will take place on the same day. The council consists of 39 wards, and a third of the seats are up for election. Elections are due to take place in the following wards: Downhall and Rawrath, Foulness and Great Wakering, Grange, Hawkwell North, Hawkwell South, Hawkwell West, Hockley Central, Hullbridge, Rayleigh Central, Rochford, Trinity, Wheatley and Whitehouse. The parish councils of Rawrath and Rochford are also up for election. Make sure you are on the electoral register or you will not be able to vote in the upcoming elections. The deadline for registering to vote is the 6th of May. For more information on the elections and how to register to vote or to apply for a postal vote, visit www.rochford.gov.uk/elections. Or you can contact the election office on 01702 318187 or email elections@rochford.gov.uk. And don't forget to vote by signing up for our free service, the Election Alarm Clock. The Election Alarm Clock is a convenient way to keep up to date with all the information regarding upcoming elections. By signing up to the alarm clock, you will be alerted to upcoming elections, when and how to register for elections, when and how you can vote, and where you can vote. To sign up for this service, visit www.rochford.gov.uk/election alarm clock. Fill in your details as requested and click Submit. That's it. Once you've done this, you will start to receive election alerts. And there's lots more information on our website, such as the current composition of Rochford District Council, how to become a councillor, how you can register to vote, application forms for proxy and postal voting, and the latest and past election results. Don't forget, elections on the 22nd of May 2014.
Small Businesses Saturday was hailed a success. The district's small businesses showcased the entrepreneurial nature and unique boutique offering that populates the towns and high streets by joining the celebrations for Small Business Saturday on one of the busiest shopping days of the year, 7th of December last year. Over 120 small businesses in the Rochford district took part in Small Business Saturday by decorating their offices and shops, providing special discounts to customers and giving away prizes. Rochford District Council worked in partnership with Hockley Parish Council, Rayleigh Town Council, Rochford Parish Council, Chambers of Trade and the local small businesses community to provide various activities and events and encourage the public to support their local small businesses. Rochford District Council's portfolio holder for economic development, regeneration, business liaison and tourism, Councillor Mike Steptoe, said, "Small Business Saturday was a huge success for our district and I would like to thank all of our partners for making it so successful. Small businesses have embraced the ethos of the national campaign and I hope that customers will continue to return to their local small businesses. The district has a very entrepreneurial character and a unique offering and it's great to see this being celebrated. We will be taking part in this event in 2014 along with Independence Day on the 4th of July. So if you would like to get involved or have any suggestions or ideas, then do get in touch." The events were managed by Shop at My Local, a local initiative that encourages shoppers and businesses to keep trade local. To stay up to date with all the activities and to join the Shop at My Local scheme, you can follow the campaign on www.facebook.com/shopatmylocal or on the website www.shopatmylocal.com.
Businesses making the most of complimentary seminars. Rochford District Council has led the way in providing local businesses with a series of free business seminars by teaming with Pro Action's Business Improvement Essex Limited. The seminars have proved so successful that other local authorities have followed suit by offering Pro Action's business seminars. The seminars are aimed at leaders of small to medium-sized businesses, and they give business leaders a fantastic level of advice and help on ways to make positive changes to their businesses. The lead speaker is Colin Blore, Director of Pro Action's Business Improvement Essex Limited. Colin has been involved in most aspects of banking over 34 years, including the role of local bank manager, starting up a standalone internet bank, credit and risk assessment, business development and significant work in the small to medium-sized business market, in addition to sales and risk management for a team of financial advisors. Rochford District Council has now joined forces with Castle Point Borough Council to provide a larger scope of attendees so that businesses can make the most of the networking opportunity. Members of our local business community attended the most recent seminar on marketing, social media and websites, which was held on Wednesday the 15th of January. Marketing is easy to get wrong, waste money on and get frustrated with. This session focused on understanding the importance of marketing, how to achieve more for less spend, how to use social media effectively, avoiding the pitfalls and majoring on the benefits. Feedback has continued to be positive, and the Economic Development Unit have finalised the programme of seminars for 2014-15. For more information, please contact the Economic Development Unit on 01702 318060 or via email business@rochford.gov.uk.
Out and about. On St George's Day, there's a coffee morning organised by Hockley and Hawkwell WI and Hockley Village WI. It's at the Hockley and Hawkwell 55 Plus Centre in the car park behind Hockley Library, Southend Road. It will be on Saturday the 26th of April between 10 a.m. and 12 noon. Enjoy a friendly, chatty morning. There's a tabletop sale and a raffle. It will cost £1.50 for a cup of coffee or tea and a cake. Clubs and groups. The Mega Centre, Rayleigh. Strengthening Families courses. Special Care Babies Group. Weekly Special Needs Activity Sessions. Dads and Kids Club. At the Mega Centre, Rayleigh, 7 Brook Road, Rayleigh, SS6, 7UT. For details of any of the activities, contact the centre for details. The telephone number is 01268 779100. You can email Jan Bough, I'll spell that for you, JANBAUGH, at megacenterrayleigh.co.uk, and the website is www.megacenterrayleigh.co.uk. Heart Beeps, a baby and toddler music sessions at the Wishing Well Children's Centre in Rochford. These are on Tuesdays from the 21st of January. It's £3.50 per session, to be paid a session in advance. Booking is essential, so contact the Children's Centre directly on 01702 541460. The contact for this is Heart Beeps. Email lorraine@heartbeeps.com, www.heartbeeps.com.
Arts, Sports and Leisure. Dates for your diary. The 7th to the 20th of April, Easter holiday activities. 10th and 11th of May, National Mills Open Weekend. 26th to the 30th of May, Whitsun holiday activities. 7th of June, Wild Woods Day. 23rd of July to the 29th of August, summer holiday activities. During August, Summer Sports Festival. 11th to the 14th of September, Heritage Open Days. 18th to the 27th of September, Rochford Art Trail. 27th to the 31st of October, October half-term holiday activities. 6th of November, Rochford and Castle Point Sports Award. And there is a Disability Sports Festival, but the date is yet to be confirmed.
Horticultural Society, Hockley and District Trading Hut, behind Hawkwell Village Hall, is free parking. It's opening every Sunday from the 2nd of February to the 26th of October 2014, offering compost, grow bags and all sorts of fertiliser, plus friendly advice on gardening. Membership is £3 per family per year. FCAS Tractor Trailer Tour of Foulness Island on the 11th of June and the 25th of June at 6:30 p.m. This is £17 per person. Limited spaces are available. Contact Karen Kersley 01702 318 143 or karen.kersley@rochford.gov.uk. Council and committee meetings. All meetings will take place at the Civic Suite 2 Hockley Road, Rayleigh, SS6 8EB, starting at 7:30 p.m. The Executive on Wednesday the 2nd of April. Standards Committee, Thursday the 3rd of April. Review Committee, Tuesday the 8th of April. Full Council, Tuesday the 15th of April. And Development Committee, Thursday the 17th of April. For information, contact Member Services on 01702 318140. If you would like to promote an event in the Rochford District, please email details to communications@rochford.gov.uk to consider for inclusion. Please note that although events are checked before going to press, they are subject to change. We recommend you visit our website at www.rochford.gov.uk or contact the organisers to check before going to an event. If you've got an event, we can put it on RDM online. Visit www.rochford.gov.uk. The inclusion of any company's advertising in any of our publications on our website or in our buildings should not be seen as an endorsement of that company's products, events and or services, nor is it a select list of businesses that we use. We reserve the right to refuse entirely at our own discretion to publish an advertisement or to withdraw the advertisements without notice.
Get smart with your sharps. We're urging residents to ensure that medical waste is not placed into your grey curbside recyclables bin. This waste is not recyclable and could contaminate other material, causing problems at our recycling facility. The recycling process includes operatives hand sorting material. Needles could harm the staff involved and potentially spread disease. Medical waste includes sharps boxes, full or empty, needles or syringes, incontinence waste or nappies, bandages, plasters and dressings. Needles should be disposed of into a sharps box, and boxes should be either taken to your local health centre. Details can be found at the establishment which provided the box to you. It's advisable to find out your local disposal point when issued with a sharps box. Rochford District Council is the top recycling authority in the country, and we need your help to keep it that way. For a full list of what goes into which bin, please see www.rochford.gov.uk/recycling or contact Customer Services for recycling information on 01702 318111.
Bright Sparks Recycle. Thinking of having a spring clean? Remember that old, broken or unwanted small electrical item that can be recycled at many of our recycling bank sites. The small electrical items accepted include mobile phones, kettles and toasters, electrical personal care, examples hairdryers, straighteners and shavers, cables and chargers, DIY and garden electrical equipment such as power tools. Please do not bring large electrical goods including fridges and freezers, TVs or any item with a screen, example a computer monitor, light bulbs or fluorescent tubes and batteries. For full details of recycling banks near you, visit www.rochford.gov.uk/recycling or contact Customer Services to find out where your nearest bank is on 01702 318 111.
Bags of style. If your wardrobe needs a sort out, please place any clean, good quality, reusable clothing into blue bags supplied by Essex Textiles. Things couldn't be easier. Simply fill up your bag with your unwanted textiles and put them out for collection next to your grey recyclables bin. Alternatively, a one-off collection can be arranged. For more information, phone Essex Textiles on 0800 787 9071. Rochford District residents using the recycling centre at Stock Road Southend may be charged to use the facilities.
Help us drive down litter. Car litter is a national problem. Car litter makes roadsides look dirty and can blow into open spaces and residential properties. Our street cleansing contractor, CETA UK, spend more than 2,000 hours and collect 1,300 tonnes of litter from the streets of Rochford District every year. That's the equivalent of 87 elephants. Throwing litter is also very dangerous. Litter could hit another road user, potentially causing an accident. Litter can be a cigarette butt or piece of chewing gum or a bag of rubbish. Drivers seen to throw litter from their cars can be reported, traced and could be issued with a £75 fixed penalty notice. An old carrier bag can be used to store rubbish in your vehicle and it can then be deposited into a bin when stationary. There are over 300 litter bins throughout the district. The bins offer a convenient way for residents to dispose of their waste when on the go. The majority of these are used correctly, however, some litter bins are being misused. Sacks of household or business waste are being deposited in and around the litter bins, causing the bin to be full and restricting the use for other residents. This is classed as fly tipping. An investigation into the origins of the waste will be carried out, which could lead to prosecution. For details of how to deal with excess household waste or business waste, phone recycling on 01702 318111 or email recycling@rochford.gov.uk.
Calling all dog owners. Are you being responsible? It is illegal to leave your dog's faeces lying around in a public area. If a dog is in your care for any length of time, it is your responsibility to clean up its mess. Council officers regularly patrol the district, and irresponsible dog owners could be issued with a £75 fixed penalty notice for not picking up after their dogs. Dog fouling is unsightly, unpleasant, and can occasionally lead to toxocariasis in humans, which can cause serious illness and even blindness. Residents are also urged to dispose of bagged faeces correctly by placing them into the nearest bin. This can be a general litter bin or dog waste bin. Bags left on fences or trees will be treated in the same way as not picking up the faeces. To report a street scene problem online, www.rochford.gov.uk/streetscene, or you can email customerservices@rochford.gov.uk or phone 01702 318 111.
Recycle for Essex. What more can I do? Make full use of your local recycling centres. Canvey Road on Canvey Island, SS80QX. Ferrers Road, Southwood and Ferrers, Chelmsford, CM3 5ZA. Castle Road, Rayleigh, SS6 7QF. For more information on opening times and what you can take, visit essex.gov.uk/recycling centres or call 0845 603 7625. Did you know that you can take these following items to your local recycling centre for reuse or recycling? Electrical appliances and electronic equipment, fluorescent tubes and low-energy light bulbs, batteries, all household and car batteries can be recycled, cooking oil, pour unwanted cooking oil into a sealed container such as a plastic drinks bottle and place in the bin provided. Wood and timber, all types of wood including treated wood, can be recycled. Discover the joy of reuse. For your handy guide to reuse and how to pass on and discover good quality used items, visit recycleforessex.co.uk. Cloth nappies. You could save £500 by using cloth nappies instead of disposables. Visit the Recycle for Essex website for more information, including our refund offer. recycleforessex.co.uk. Reduce food waste. Reducing your food waste could save an average family with children £700 a year. Find out about planning your meals, using leftovers, storage and much more. Visit the Love Food Hate Waste website for more information. lovefoodhatewaste.com. Compost garden waste. Composting is a great way to reduce your garden waste and produce free, nutritious soil improver in the process. It also helps the environment by reducing vehicle movements. To purchase a reduced price compost bin, visit recycleforessex.co.uk or call 08457 14444. Inspirational food and garden lovers wanted. Join the award-winning Waste Busters volunteer team and be a waste reduction hero in your community. To find out more or book your place, please contact Waste Busters Volunteer Coordinator at waste.busters@essex.gov.uk or phone 07771 898 132. Keep up to date with the latest news. Sign up to receive our online magazine at recycleforessex.co.uk. Follow Recycle for Essex on Facebook, the one-stop shop for all your recycling needs. You can contact us wastemanagement@essex.gov.uk 0845 603 7625.
Destructive power of floods. The Environment Agency has a campaign to make us aware of the destructive power of floods, a fact that has been demonstrated to many, both in our district and in the country as a whole, by the recent storms and the surge tide. The message is for us to be prepared, so here are a few steps to follow. Be warned. The daily weather forecasts give details of severe weather and flood risk, with more information available on the Met Office and Environment Agency websites. If your property is particularly at risk, you can receive more specific warnings through the Environment Agency Floodline Service. Find out if you're in a flood risk area on their website. Protect your home. If your home is at risk, take measures to protect it from floodwater. Sandbags are a poor defence. Look at proper flood defence products that are effective and easy to use. Advice can be obtained through the Flood Forum, in particular through their Blue Pages, an independent directory of products and services. Take action if you think water is about to enter your property. Move valuable items upstairs or to a higher level. Ensure you have access to essential medicines. If you think you may have to leave your property, prepare an overnight bag and have suitable clothing ready. Be insured. Have details of your insurance policy with you. Your company will be able to assist you if you're flooded.
Budget consultation. The following areas were identified as the most important services in the Council's recent budget consultation: community safety, voluntary sector grants, recycling, public conveniences and street cleaning. The lowest priority areas where residents wanted to reduce spending were in communications, leisure premises, economic development, the Rayleigh windmill and parks and open spaces. The budget survey, asking residents to prioritise council services, was published in the last two editions of Rochford District Matters and made available online on the council's website. Copies of the survey were also distributed at various council meetings and venues in order to get as many responses as possible. The council received a total of 377 responses, 195 by post and 182 online. The feedback from this consultation was considered by members during the budget process. If you answered the budget survey, or if you want to help shape and inform policy in the future, why not join our Have Your Say group? This group is made up of Rochford residents who volunteer to express their views on the council's proposals and local services. The information you provide helps the council to make its decisions. In order for us to get the information we need, you will be asked to fill in questionnaires and participate in focus groups. When signing up, you will be asked to highlight any particular area of interest to ensure your views are taken into account when relevant consultations come up. You can sign up to the group at www.rochford.gov.uk HYSSIGNUP. Phone Andrew Lowing, who is the Strategic Partnership Officer, on 01702 318 061, or email him at andrew.lowing@rochford.gov.uk.
Tips to secure your home. To secure your home against burglars, it's important all year round. Essex Police is continuing to target those individuals who are involved in burglary within our communities. However, to help reduce the number of burglaries, Rochford District Community Safety Partnership is encouraging residents to help protect their homes following these simple steps. Always lock all windows, doors and any side gate when you leave the house, even if it's only for a few minutes. Make sure your locks are fit for purpose and conform to British standard. Remove all tools, ladders and objects from your garden that could be used to break in and lock them in a shed or garage. Do not assume that even if you are currently home, your house, shed, garage, side gate or outbuildings will be safe when unlocked. It only takes a minute for a burglar to enter and take what is not theirs. If you are going out for the day, put a radio on a timer and set lights on timers to come on when it starts to get dark. Always set your burglar alarm day and night if you have one. Mark your possessions with your house number and postcode using a UV and permanent marker pen or property marking system like Smart Water or Selector DNA. Protect the rear of your home, fit a padlock or mortise lock to your side gate. Heighten your rear fence or use defensive planting to protect the rear of your property. Fit an external light, dusk till dawn style, and motion-sensitive security lighting. Burglars don't like light. Remember, keys, including car keys, should never be left within sight and easy reach of doors and windows. Important valuables, including jewellery and cash, should be stored in a wall or floor safe if possible, not in a jewellery box or in a drawer, the first place a thief will look. Register any items that have serial numbers, including games, consoles and power tools, for free on the UK property database www.immobilise.com. If there is a crime in progress or if immediate response is required, dial 999. For all other queries, please phone 101. You can also contact them at www.crimestoppers-uk.org. If you know something about a crime and do not want to speak to police, you can contact Crime Stoppers anonymously by calling 0800 555 111 or by filling out an anonymous online form. Neighbourhood Watch. Interested in finding a local group and becoming a member? If there is not a scheme in your area, how about setting up one yourself? Please contact Rochford and Rayleigh Neighbourhood Watch at email nhwrayleigh@gmail.com, website www.rrnw.comeze.com, or phone 01268 770519.
Avoid cold calling scam. Essex Police has issued a warning about a cold calling scam which is affecting residents across the county. People are telephoned by fraudsters claiming to be a police officer or someone from the bank. People are then tricked into revealing their PIN and handing over their bank card to a courier. There are simple steps you can take to avoid falling victim to this type of crime. Do not give out your PIN number. Do not give your bank card to a courier. If you suspect you have fallen victim of fraud or someone has attempted to defraud you, please dial Essex Police on 101.
Free cycle tagging. With the warmer weather on its way, Rayleigh and Rochford Neighbourhood Watch team will be organising a free cycle tagging event across the district throughout 2014. These events, open to all residents of Rochford District, will provide bike owners with an opportunity to have their cycles fitted with security tags. This will make identification easier should they be stolen. Dates and details of these events will appear in a future edition of Rochford District Matters and on the NHW website www.rrnw.comeze.com. Calling all schools. If you would like to arrange a date for NHW to carry out cycle tagging in your schools, please contact NHW on 01268 770519 or email nhwrayleigh@gmail.com.
Dance, don't chance. Bring on the prom. The clocks have sprung forward and summer is well on its way. Young people across the district will be thinking about celebrating the transitions they are facing, with the biggest events being the secondary school proms and balls. Each of our secondary schools celebrate their Year 11s coming to the end of their GCSE programme with an event at the school. The students themselves sometimes want to make the occasion extra special by experimenting a little with things they haven't done before. It's a real opportunity for getting dressed up in a prom dress or suit and enjoying their own adult party. Parents often want to make it that extra special occasion, arranging memorable transport and after parties. The vast majority of young people have a great time, but there are occasions where the experimenting includes alcohol and drugs, and if taken, they will reduce inhibitions and reaction times. They also make it harder to assess risks and cope with them. If you are planning to attend a prom, ball or celebration this summer, or your child is, please pick up a Stay Safe leaflet from the council offices in Rochford or Civic Suite in Rayleigh, or download a copy from the website. It includes a range of helpful points to help you think ahead about travel arrangements, modes of transport, looking after each other, risks around alcohol and drugs, and how to avoid being a victim of crime so you can enjoy yourself without the worry.
In our modern and fast-paced society, some individuals find themselves left behind. Through no fault of their own, they gradually become more and more isolated. No one to visit, no one to call. Days can turn into weeks without any contact with the outside world. The Befriending Scheme, led by the Castle Point Association of Voluntary Services, is an initiative operating within the Castle Point and Rochford Rayleigh areas to combat isolation and loneliness. The service helps change the lives of many residents by pairing them with a trained volunteer befriender to provide companionship and support. A cup of tea, a walk to the shops, or a trip out just once a week can make a huge difference to someone's life. Such has been the success of the scheme, and recognising that weekends and evenings can be an especially lonely time for many people, we have extended the scheme to cover those periods too. Since the conception of the scheme in April 2012, we have befriended 122 lonely or isolated people across Castle Point and Rochford District. To ensure the continued success of this popular free scheme, it is vital that we have enough volunteers. If you can spare just 1 hour a week, all expenses paid, and would like to make a real difference to someone else's life, please contact Anne-Marie Fordham on 01268 638416 or 07979 914 743, or by email at anne-marie.fordham@castlepointavs.org.uk. If you're aware of anyone you feel would benefit from a befriender, please ask them to contact their doctor's surgery and they'll refer them through to Castle Point Association of Voluntary Service.
High Sheriff's Mega Visit. On the 10th of December, Chairman, Councillor Mrs. Barbara Wilkins welcomed the High Sheriff of Essex, Mrs. Julia Abel-Smith, DL, her husband, Charles Abel-Smith, and Andrew Clark, Grants Officer for Essex Community Foundation, as she went on a tour of Rochford and Rayleigh. Following refreshments at the council offices and a presentation by the Community Safety Manager showcasing projects awarded High Sheriff and Community Safety Partnership funding, Mrs. Julia Abel-Smith and her party were taken to Mega Centre, Rayleigh. The Mega Centre, owned by the charity Active Christian Trust, received Essex Millennium funding in 2013 to run 3 Strengthening Families programmes: Trustees Lawrence Cantle and Phil Smith led a tour of the centre, which included a visit to the interactive sensory room, the Megazone laser game room and Megaplay soft play area. The morning concluded with a visit to Rochford Town Square and lunch with the chairman, Barbara Wilkins, at Ballards Gore, Rochford. The High Sheriff thanked the officers of the Mega Centre and Rochford District Council for the informative and interesting tour of the district.
Rochford District Matters is designed and published by Rochford District Council. Its editor is Vanessa Conroy. The telephone number for the council is 01702 546366. The magazine is printed by Morton Print Limited, 01507 523456. This recording has been produced by volunteers from Rayleigh, Rochford and Castle Point Talking Newspaper. In our modern and fast-paced society, some individuals find themselves left behind. Through no fault of their own, they gradually become more and more isolated. No one to visit, no one to call. Days can turn into weeks without any contact with the outside world. The Befriending Scheme, led by the Castle Point Association of Voluntary Services, is an initiative operating within the Castle Point and Rochford Rayleigh areas to combat isolation and loneliness. The service helps change the lives of many residents by pairing them with a trained volunteer befriender to provide companionship and support. A cup of tea, a walk to the shops, or a trip out just once a week can make a huge difference to someone's life. Such has been the success of the scheme, and recognising that weekends and evenings can be an especially lonely time for many people, we have extended the scheme to cover those periods too. Since the conception of the scheme in April 2012, we have befriended 122 lonely or isolated people across Castle Point and Rochford District. To ensure the continued success of this popular free scheme, it is vital that we have enough volunteers. If you can spare just 1 hour a week, all expenses paid, and would like to make a real difference to someone else's life, please contact Anne-Marie Fordham on 01268 638416 or 07979 914 743, or by email at anne-marie.fordham@castlepointavs.org.uk. If you're aware of anyone you feel would benefit from a befriender, please ask them to contact their doctor's surgery and they'll refer them through to Castle Point Association of Voluntary Service.
High Sheriff's Mega Visit. On the 10th of December, Chairman, Councillor Mrs. Barbara Wilkins welcomed the High Sheriff of Essex, Mrs. Julia Abel Smith, DL, her husband, Charles Abel Smith, and Andrew Clark, Grants Officer for Essex Community Foundation, as she went on a tour of Rochford and Rayleigh. Following refreshments at the council offices and a presentation by the Community Safety Manager showcasing projects awarded High Sheriff and Community Safety Partnership funding, Mrs. Julia Abel Smith and her party were taken to Mega Centre, Rayleigh. The Mega Centre, owned by the charity Active Christian Trust, received Essex Millennium funding in 2013 to run 3 Strengthening Families programmes. Trustees Lawrence Cantle and Phil Smith led a tour of the centre, which included a visit to the interactive sensory room, the Megazone laser game room and Megaplay soft play area. The morning concluded with a visit to Rochford Town Square and lunch with the chairman, Barbara Wilkins, at Ballards Gore, Rochford. The High Sheriff thanked the officers of the Mega Centre and Rochford District Council for the informative and interesting tour of the district.
Rochford District Matters is designed and published by Rochford District Council. Its editor is Vanessa Conroy. The telephone number for the council is 01702 546366. The magazine is printed by Morton Print Limited, 01507 523456. This recording has been produced by volunteers from Rayleigh, Rochford and Castle Point Talking Newspaper.